What's up, guys? Welcome back to DeFi Chronicles. Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday? I think it is. Tuesday. I mean Tuesday, not Thursday. Oh my god. Hopefully you guys cannot hear that background noise. I have someone cutting the grass around the building and it is driving me nuts. So hopefully the microphone can cover that up. Let me know how's the sound. Jeez, I'm going crazy right now. Let's see. Looks like everything is working properly. Just 1 second. So yeah, today we're gonna be farming Manta. Yes, because it looks like we will have the airdrop in January. So today is the day to add some volume to make sure that we can qualify for the airdrop. First of all, they have the event, which is by sending some funds or adding liquidity to Manta. My only issue with it is that you need to bridge around $500 or $600, and it will be locked for 69 days after January. So most likely after April, you will be able to get your $600 back. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna get involved with the event, at least not now, and because of two things. Currently, the transaction fees on Ethereum are just crazy. I think I have someone in my chat that mentioned he paid $50 or $48 just for one transaction. And also you still need to add the $600 or $550 to Manta for you to qualify for this event. But most likely, I do think if we get involved with the blockchain, we should also receive an airdrop. So just like Arbitrum, just like Optimism, we should receive an airdrop just by participating and then adding some volume. So that's my goal today, to add some transaction, to show you guys the process, to bridge some funds, to get involved with it as much as possible. And also the projects that we're going to be using on Manta are also tokenless. So most likely we might receive an airdrop for these projects. In case you want to go with the event, you can go to the website is manta.network and you can click right here. And then you can send some funds from L1. So L1 means Ethereum. And then you're going to be bridging it to Manta. But as I said, at least not today. I am not planning to do so because we added $400 into this wallet. And obviously there is not enough funds to send $550, including $50 for the gas fee or even more than that. So I'm going to pass on it. And maybe by the end of the month, I'm going to be making a video sending some funds. If not, I'm just going to continue to use the blockchain and hopefully receive an airdrop for it. So let's go ahead and start. If we need to send our funds, what I'm going to be using is, as usual, OmniBTC. For that, I do have a little bit of funds on ZK Sync, and I think I can send it from ZK Sync to Manta. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to switch right here, and we're going to do Manta Pacific ETH because they also use ETH for the gas fee. Let's see if there is a route for it. Yes, fortunately there is. 43. Hopefully that is enough. Confirm. Let's see if that amount is enough to bridge some funds. 1 second, let's see. Yeah, actually enough. Let me even drop it a little bit. Confirm. There we go. So that is our first transaction and we're sending it to Manta. As usual, I like to track it right here. So I would do 12/19/2023. That is OmniBTC from ZK Sync to Manta. That is our first transaction. It was around 95 and 1.5. Let me show you guys a cool thing about the spreadsheet. is that right here, Manta gets added automatically. So I don't need to add the information. So I'm just going to be adding, farming it, so it will be calculating it right here on the dashboard. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to switch to Manta to see if we receive our funds. So again, process, just by using OmniBTC, you can choose whatever chain you want to send your funds. So if you have your funds on Arbitrum, on Optimism, whatever you like or you have your funds on, then on destination, you would select Manta. Make sure that you're sending ETH. Let's go ahead and switch to Manta. Manta Pacific. Can I post my code here if anyone wants to transfer to Manta? Sure, of course, go ahead. So now that I have my funds on Manta super quick, as you can see, the first one that I'm going to be using is Aperture Finance. I already reviewed some projects and most of them, they have a horrible price impact. Let me go ahead and show you guys one of them, so you know what you should be avoiding next time. Let me clear Manta. And I think it was Zendex. By the way, I'm going to be posting, well, I already have all the links for the projects that we're going to be using in the description. But let me show you the price impact on Zendex, which is pretty freaking crazy. So before you take a trade, always make sure what I'm gonna show you. So 0.1 is around $215. Let's see if this can load for USDT. Last time that I checked, the price impact was around $10 freaking dollars, or 10% I think it was, which is just crazy. Let's see, I think I did it with 0.5. There we go. So by using $107, almost $108, I'm gonna be receiving $81. So the price impact is 10%. So always make sure that you double check before taking your transaction. Most likely that is because of their TVL. They only have $9,000 in TVL, so there is not a lot of liquidity. So always make sure that you double check all of this so you don't lose your funds. 10% is a lot, guys. That is actually a lot, way too much. So I'm not gonna be using Zendex. I'm sorry for Zendex. So let's go ahead and use Aperture, Connect Wallet, Metamask. Good morning, good morning. First time on time. Welcome in. We're gonna select ETH, then let's go ahead and do maybe USDC. I'm gonna do 0.02, which is like $43. Not a lot, but guys, remember that I've been moving funds between ZK Sync, between Solana, Injective. So by now, or maybe by January, I will be adding some more funds to this wallet. So let's go ahead and take the swap. So as you can see, there is a big difference by using Aperture and by using the Zendex. Let's go ahead and drop this a little bit. The fees is just 49 cents, which is okay. So I'm gonna be adding it, 43. Let's do this. Oh, I do need to add Aperture since it is the first time. Aperture. Oh, I don't need to add this. That is a code. The rate DEX. Everything will change automatically in just a second once I add this. Aperture. Manta. $43.5. Should be good now. There we go. Manta. And our volume right now is $138. So we just took our first transaction. Now on Aperture, they are tokenless. So most likely we're gonna be receiving an airdrop What I am not 100% sure is if we're gonna be receiving an airdrop by swapping. Because as you can see here, it says airdrop dash, but it looks like it is only by adding liquidity. So if you feel like you would like to receive this airdrop, you can go to Liquidity Management and let's see your position and see position. You can create one or Aperture top pools. Let's see if we get any type of information here. No, we can just go ahead and create one. If we do something like new position, you can select your first token. So for example, ETH, I would select USDC. I would do something like $10. Then I can also add the range to create it. But again, I only have around $90, so I'm not gonna be adding liquidity. But if you wanna play with it, go ahead and do it. So swapping is our first one. Next on the list is KiloEx, KiloEx, which is also tokenless. This is a pretty huge project. I think the TVL is a few $1,000,000. So pretty good if we get involved with it. Again, there is a link also for it in the description for every single thing that we're doing today. Let's go ahead and take a long position or short, whatever it is. This is a perp platform, so you can trade with some leverage. And as you can see, they also have an airdrop thing right here. So you can get some points if you want to sign in every single day. Obviously, I cannot do it right now. I do need to take some transactions since it is the first time that I'm using it on this wallet. But after that, I would have the option to sign in. And you can also see trading points for every $1,000 in trades. That is obviously with leverage. I'm going to be getting 50 points. So let's go back to this long. So I need USDT. Okay, let me go back to Aperture and do USDC for USDT. Let's approve that. Next, approve. And then still waiting for the option. Okay, there we go. Swap. Do project count stable swap volume? Yes, yes they do. But make sure that you mix it with something else. What they don't really count is wrapping. So if you're using ETH and you're wrapping the ETH, that is not volume. It will not be counted. So now I have USDT. Let's see if now I have the option to use it. Okay, there we go. ETH is going up. Let me see, 40 bucks. Leverage, I don't want that much. Maybe 5x is enough for me. Buy long. Opening an order. Oh God, so I need a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Again, this is a pretty small position. It is just to test it out and add some volume as usual. So right there, just opening a long. We're participating for the airdrop for Kilo, but we're also adding some volume on Manta, which is what is very important. I'm just waiting a second. Also, I just realized that you guys cannot see the whole screen because I am on my other screen. Let's see if this works if I do this. 1 second. It should work now. Let's see. There we go. Looks like it is fixed. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I was using my other screen, so that's why. So now I have a position on Kilo. I can go to Airdrop. As you can see now, after taking a few other position, if I go above $1,000 in trade, I should be able to get the 50 points. That's it. So here it is saying I got 2.7 points today. So this will go towards maybe an airdrop in the future. So your goal is just to add as much volume as possible and just continue to use the platform. Next on the list is, as usual, by minting an NFT, which is fairly simple. Usually I like to use this just to add some more transaction count without adding a lot of volume. And obviously diversification. So we would do mint. Confirm. And there you go. And also let me show you guys something that once you mint for the first time on NFTs to me, which is tokenless by the way, you do have the option to mint a pin from NFT to me. So as you can see right here, I can claim a pin, which is another NFT, so that will be adding another transaction. So what I usually like to do is wait for a few days so I can come back to it and then mint the pin so it can show that I'm actually using the platform for some time. Dude, the background noise is driving me nuts right now. So let's go ahead and check our volume on zksync.netlify.app. Let me know guys if you have any questions so far, but I do think this is pretty straightforward. If you already know the process for ZK Sync, you have been farming it with me, you already know the process. Let's go ahead and do scan. And no, that is ZK Sync. Manta. And there you go. So right now I have only $191 in volume, but guys, remember that I only added $91. So that's why my volume is so low, but still we're adding transaction. Interaction is already at 7. So I already took 7 transactions on the platform. Interacted contract is at 6, which is great, to be honest. That is a lot. And fee is 2.49, which is not bad. And we can always use this as a guideline. So contracts or transaction, we already did more than 4. Our next goal should be 10 and then 25 or even 100. We do have conducted transactions in the last 2, 6 months and then 9 months. Most likely if you start today or in December, then you take some more transaction in January, maybe the 1st, the 2nd, and once they take the snapshot, at least we would have 2 months. Next, we have using the native bridge, which obviously since ETH is so expensive, I'm not going to be using it right now. But if you want to go with it, go ahead and use it. And then adding volume or liquidity, which you can also use Aperture for that. I already showed you guys the process. As simple as that. Other than that, there is not really a lot of projects that I like on Manta at the moment, just because of the low TVL. So most of them you can see Aperture is cool. This one, I don't know, it is kind of weird. The website, I don't like it. We have KiloEx, ApertureSwap also, I don't like it. This one is, I think it is not tokenless, I'm not sure. I would have to double check. Revere Money, the TVL is super low, and all of the other ones are super low in terms of TVL. So I would stick with Aperture, KiloEx, NFTs to me. Other than that, that's it, to be honest. Nothing else. Obviously, you can add more project if you feel like it, but for me, nothing else. I'm gonna close my position just to show you guys the process. You can obviously close at limit to get the better price. Let's go ahead and add it to low. And we should be done. So it is basically placing the order right now. And that's it. Nothing else is required, to be honest. Nothing else. So let me know, guys, if you have any question. I think we basically covered Manta for today. As I mentioned, I'm not gonna be sending funds to Manta just because of the amount of funds that is required, because the minimum is 0.25 ETH, and also you need to pay $50 on the L1 on Ethereum. So for me, it is a no-no, at least for the next few days. That's it, super quick. Dude, 26 minutes only. Well, 20 minutes actually. That was quick. But again, let me know if you have any questions before I let you go, guys. And so you can get involved with this and add some transaction as soon as possible. For me, this is most likely priority number one, just because they might have the airdrop in January. So not huge transaction, just consistency, doing it on a daily basis, and make sure, which is very important, leaving some funds on your wallet. So once you remove it, maybe leave like $25 at least, because sometimes that might be a requirement for you to receive the airdrop. What do you think about the linear airdrop? I mean, what will be the price when they launch the token, in your opinion? I'm not sure about linear, but what I'm sure about is that the project will be big. I don't know if you guys know, but the project is actually from Metamask. It is from the same team. So most likely it will be a big project, and I do think they will do a pretty good airdrop also. L2, L1 on native bridge, will it be counted as native bridge? The only way that it is counted as native bridge if you use this. So you go to Manta.network and you click on bridge to Manta Pacific. And as you can see, it gives you the option to send your funds from ETH, from Ethereum, for you to receive it on Manta. But again, it is from Ethereum, so you need to have some funds. Most likely you're going to be paying around $40 to $50 to send your funds only, and that's it. Bridge ETH on Paradigm to earn Manta yield and Manta token reward. Yeah, that was the website I was on. Let's see. Yeah. So that's it for now, I think. Do you farm on the Cosmos ecosystem as well? Currently, I'm only doing injective. I'm not really playing with Atom or anything else. But most likely also in the future, I'm planning to add Celestia and Atom. But unfortunately, these projects, like Cosmos, you need to be staking your funds, not taking swap. So once you start farming it, basically your liquidity is locked, not because you cannot remove your funds, but because you need to leave it there for some time. So for example, just like MarginFi, I currently have around $200 on MarginFi, which I could be using right now to farm Manta or ZK Sync. But obviously, if I remove my funds, then I'm not gonna be getting any more points. So yeah, it is quite hard to be farming when you have to be staking your funds somewhere, because our liquidity is not unlimited. Mine is very limited, and I'm also farming like, I think it is like 10 or 11 wallets. I'm gonna do some research just for me to make sure if really the minimum amount is 0.25 ETH. Because if it is less than that, what we could do is wait for the gas fees to go down a little bit and then maybe send less. Hopefully it is less than 0.25 ETH, because right now that is around $500 to $600. So I'm gonna do some research and maybe post it on Twitter and also in my Discord group. As usual, there is a link in the description for that. But as of right now, what I know is that the minimum is 0.25 ETH. So if you're able to allocate 0.25, sure, go for it. But again, you need to know that for the next 3 months, you will not be able to get it back. But you will get the Manta tokens in 2024. Most likely I should be at 8 right now because I closed my KiloEx transaction. Let's see. Okay, this is taking forever to load. Let me refresh. Still waiting. Okay, there we go, finally. Yeah, interaction is at 8. Volume still the same. So yeah, by tomorrow, well, today I'm gonna still be playing a little bit more with Aperture. I'm gonna add some more volume on Kilo and try to continue over the next few weeks until we get the airdrop, and hopefully this wallet can qualify. I already have like 3 or 4 wallets with some nice volume on Manta, so I really hope this one can also go through. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do, just come to the Discord and let's have a chat. Thank you for coming, and we will be back tomorrow to see what else we can farm. Take care, guys.